I went to serve in the military for 1 month and came back to find my GF had changed. Me and my GF have been dating for 2 years. I was planning to propose in the next 3 months and I was extremely sure that she was going to say yes, as we have been planning our lives together. She was hinting that I should propose by sending me cheeky proposal posts, signaling that she wants an engagement ring on her finger, and she sometimes would say when we get married. We live together. Admittedly, we started fast and we rushed into things. We started living together a month into our relationship. We have been living together ever since. She was always so loving with me. This is the best relationship I've ever had. She always made me feel loved, cared for, and even if she is somewhat selfish by nature, she always put me first. And she loves me very much. And I love her very much. I have been the perfect boyfriend. I kept on taking her on dates, giving her gifts, helping her around the house, solving her problems and giving her affection and care. We never fought, not even once. But then, things changed. I had to go and serve in the military for a month. She dropped me off to the bus station, kissed me, hugged me, cried, said that she loves me and would miss me a lot, etc. While I was in the military, she sent me texts saying how much she misses me and she called me frequently, speaking in a loving manner. After about 4 days though, this stopped. During the month we barely spoke, and only when I called. She sent me 20 texts at least. When I came back, she came to welcome me. She was very distant. She didn't even seem happy that I was back. Everything felt off about her. We went back to our home and I asked what was wrong and why she was acting this way. We spoke about it for hours and she said that during my absence she realized that she had too much love and wanted to cool off a bit. She said we rushed into things and she wants me to move out, as she was not ready for this kind of life where we live together. She said that she wanted to live a little and not do everything together. She wanted to go on dates with me and experience the things we haven't experienced because we immediately moved in together. She wants to go out and have fun on her own too, and she wants the space for herself, her own order of things. She is studying medicine and she's in her last year, and she wants to focus more on that too. I said okay, I will move out. But I don't feel like this explains her being so distant. I asked if there was somebody else and she said no. She said that she only wants to live her life like a 24-year-old and not a 30-year-old. I don't keep her from dressing the way she wants, or I don't get jealous when she goes out with friends. But I understand that me being there 24/7 can make her feel burned out. She said she loves me and wants to keep working on the relationship and everything will be better for us this way. But I feel kind of icky about this. I feel like our relationship is dying. Everything changed so fast and she doesn't even say I love you back when I say it. I feel like there's a distance between us all the time. I got a house and I'm moving out tomorrow. I cancelled my plans to propose and I'm ready to take it slow like she wants to. I feel like this can break us though. Can our relationship survive this? Why can this happen? What's the outlook? Comment. Whether there's someone else or not, she's making it clear she doesn't want to be with you. She's just trying to be nice about it by saying you all can still work on it. Take the hints. Move out and move on. It sucks for a 2-year relationship to end, but life goes on and I promise you will meet someone else even better at some point. The thing I've never liked about doing it that way is it's not a nice way to go about it. It really comes across as they're leading you on, when although you don't have to be blunt about it, you could be upfront and just say it without ambiguity. I don't think she liked it. She probably found it really hard to be alone and realized she'd lost some of her previous independence. In a couple you often hand off tasks to your S/O and once they're gone you'll find out you have no idea how to pick a good TV show, do laundry, pay your bills, fix the car. She wants to reclaim her life, independence. It's something the media tells us we must be, strong independent women and men. In reality we live in an interdependent world and she needs to accept that that is okay. It sounds like she either found someone else, or had a massive change of heart, also totally possible. Either way, it doesn't sound great for the future of your relationship. Like yes, it's possible to bounce back from this, but her distant behavior seems to indicate her feelings have gone cold. The move may make it easier for her to initiate a breakup, and by the sounds of things this might be her plan. I know that must feel like a punch in the gut. You sound like you are a great partner, though she has a point in how quickly things moved, which is not single-handedly your fault. Rushing can make relationships complicated down the line with the second guessing. As a military kid myself, I can understand why military relationships can move fast, but ironically it's often at the detriment of the relationship itself. There is nothing wrong with taking things slow and being careful to avoid this type of situation. Military life can be hard with the trips away, and you'll want to build a relationship with someone who is loyal to you. It doesn't mean she found someone else. It's very likely that she had time to reevaluate her choices and doesn't want what life would mean for her if she were with you. Med school is hard and time-consuming. She may be thinking that she's missing out on her youth and is regretting it. She could be burnt out, and having the relief of not having to be a GF and uphold what that means when y'all were apart could have really been a big relief of pressure for her. Relationships are hard work. Marriage is a whole other ball game that most people who are older aren't truly ready for, because very few people knows what it really takes to be a partner and uphold that kind of commitment to another person. Sounds like she's trying to relieve some pressure. Absence doesn't always make the heart grow fonder. Sometimes it holds up a clear mirror and allows us to see what it is that we really want at the time. I won't say she has found someone else without some hard evidence to prove it. However, if she's being this distant, she does want to break up, but doesn't know how. I'm willing to give her the benefit of being a nice person and thinking that she doesn't want to hurt you, but knows that breaking up will hurt you. You can try backing away, but for your own sanity, run on the premise that she doesn't want to get back together. If a woman says I want some space, 90% of the time it does mean a permanent breakup. It's not nice, it's not fair, but you're young. You have plenty of time to find someone else if this is the case. Next story 2. How do I tell my mother, 53F, I have a milk allergy? So I actually have told her, but she refuses to believe it. She won't say anything to my face, but when I visit she tries to trick me into eating something that has milk in it. This started about a year ago when I realized that all milk products would give me really bad stomach pain. It was so bad that I went to the hospital multiple times because I thought something was seriously wrong with me, but it turns out it was just a non-life-threatening milk allergy. When I told my family I was no longer drinking milk, no one believed me and thought I was just on a diet. My dad eventually came around when he realized I was avoiding all my favorite foods with milk and is now considerate of it if we go out or I come over. My mom has just refused to believe it at all, but pretends to be on board when I'm talking to her. Every Christmas/birthdays/Easter she would give me dark chocolate, which still has milk so I can't have, but after telling her about the allergy she only buys me milk chocolate. After giving it to me she will watch me for 20 to 30 minutes and see what I do with it. Usually I just put it away for my boyfriend, and then she will make a big announcement, "Oh, I forgot, that's what you aren't eating it, you have an allergy." It's happened every time she has given me a gift after the allergy. Most recently I overheard her talking to my grandmother in the kitchen, trying to convince her to put milk in my food or to not make me anything milk-free because I'm not allergic. I'll give some history as well. I was diagnosed by my family doctor at 6 months old as lactose intolerant. My mom used to bring it up all the time that this was hard on her because she didn't want to buy formula since breast milk was free, but thankfully I grew out of it at 1 year old. Growing up I always had stomach issues and pain and went to multiple doctors to figure it out. After a few years I told them I was fine because I was sick of going through all these tests and just hid it for a while. Bring milk free has been the only thing that helped me, and now I finally have no more pain and I feel so much better. I did not talk to a doctor about it yet, so there is no official diagnosis. I just don't trust my mom anymore and I'm not sure how I can make her see that my allergy is real. Comment. Ma'am, I have a milk allergy, and it's pretty severe. It's not lactose intolerance, it's an actual allergy where my body reacts very negatively to dairy and I've been trying to manage it. I know you don't believe it, and you've been trying to sneak dairy into my food. This is no different than trying to poison me. And equivalent is me putting arsenic or lead in your food. Going forward I won't be eating a single food item that you've made, touched, or handled. I'll be buying or bringing my own food when I visit from now on. Hopefully in a few months to a year you'll be willing to apologize and we can discuss things. Well, you don't have a diagnosis from a doctor. So I can appreciate why someone might think it's just in your head. Why don't you go see an allergist and get tested officially? In the meantime, bring your own meals when you visit. Or stop visiting altogether. I think the mature response here is to just refuse to eat anything she gives you because you're so disappointed in how personally she takes your health business. The immature response would be to get a bunch of those fake blood capsules since we're close to Halloween, And the next time she tries sneaking you milk you can vomit blood all over her table and scream, "Oh God mom, did you give me milk?" I think the first is more appropriate, if not as fun. But just to temper your expectations, people who are the self-absorbed basically never change. Hope she's not allergic to the cat food you give her in the nursing home someday. Stop eating her food and tell her why. Next time she forgets and gives you a milk chocolate bar, say thank you and then forget to take it with you. Or thank her for the thought but ask her to give it to someone else who can eat it. Stop accepting dinner invites. Ask her why she is trying to send you to the hospital.